Right now on Good Morning Northwest, 4th of July means fireworks in the skies. We show you how one local fireworks stand is utilizing technology to light fireworks up.
Deputies are investigating after a man was shot in Grandview, reportedly after a fight with a man who knew him.
And a fire in Columbia Park amid concerns over rising temperatures. What fire officials are saying about the cause.
We have a beautiful start this morning, but later today we'll start to get a little bit hotter. I'll tell you by how much coming up right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, Jessica.
Happy 4th of July to you, Jill.
We have so much to talk about today. So much going on.
So much safety tips, everything you need to know, what events are going on. Yeah, so much going on. But right now we're going to toss it to our Chief Meteorologist, Josh Colbreth.
Josh, lots of people will be out celebrating Independence Day today. What do they need to know as they head out the door?
Absolutely. And with today being a firework holiday, I made it a point to start off with this graphic because we do still technically have an active wildfire in the region. It's the Slide Ranch fire burning 4 miles to the south of White Swan. It's 90% contained. Really haven't gotten a big update on this over the past couple of days, but of course we'll continue to keep very close tabs on that. Please, I'm going to say it a lot throughout the show, but fireworks safety cannot be overstated for today, especially given the situation. Temperatures this morning feeling pretty good. Now, we are seeing some sensors that are off right now, but big spread of temperatures in the Yakima Valley with 40s, 50s, and 60s, 50s and 60s for the lower Columbia Basin, and 50s and 60s for the foothills of the Blue Mountains. A little bit later today, it's going to be pretty hot. We're going to be up around 95 degrees in the Tri-Cities, so it will be t-shirt weather, but you would probably expect t-shirt weather for the 4th of July. However, this is just the beginning as the heat will get turned way up. Fire weather impacts are going to go way up as we head into next week. I'll give you those details coming up a little bit later in the show.
Thank you, Josh. And yes, fires continue to be a concern amid rising temperatures this week. Yesterday, fire crews already battling the heat were called to Columbia Park in Kennewick.
The fire was reported near the west end of Columbia Park just before 1 p.m. Crews used hand and power tools to clear debris from the thick vegetation. Crews were also able to contain the fire within the hour. Officials say the fire seemed suspicious because of where the fire started.
This fire appears to have started in an area where there's evidence of human activity, so we'll certainly have our investigator come down to the scene and try to determine a cause of the fire.
Deputy Chief Hefner is asking people to celebrate the 4th of July responsibly and to have common sense when setting off fireworks.
And as today is the 4th of July, as we've mentioned, and we will be mentioning all day because we're excited, we've been talking about fireworks safety all week long also, and one local fireworks stand is using new technology to reduce the risk of injury when it comes to fireworks.
The stand on Edison and Clearwater in Kennewick sells a device called the TNT Hotshot Firing System. It allows you to light fireworks remotely from your phone. You connect the igniter to the firework fuse, connect to the module, and press buttons from a free app to light the fireworks.
So basically it's a fire system where you can plug it into the fireworks and then you can set them off with your phone. Make it safer. Yeah. People would really look at it and be like, oh, what's this? What does it do? And then they would be like, oh, that's really cool. They were like, yeah, it is.
The stand sells the device for about $30. Some of the proceeds benefit their church, Faith Central International.
And of course, when we talk about setting off fireworks, it's important to make sure your pets are secure.
The 4th of July is the #1 day that dogs go missing. If your dog struggles, even with being inside, there are a number of calming treats, blankets, or vests for your pets to help them out. Benton County Canine Shelter's Joshua Castilleja says if your dog does get away, make it easy to help others help them.
One easy thing that we've even seen online is just getting a piece of tape, taping it onto a collar and writing your phone number, maybe with the dog's name and your name. So if it is found, then somebody will know where it belongs.
If your dog does escape, he says the first thing to do is go online and post on social media that your pet is missing. After that, call your local animal shelters and rescues.
We go to crime news now. The Yakima County Sheriff's Office is investigating the shooting of a man in Grandview.
The call for help came in just before 2:30 yesterday morning to the area of South Euclid Road. Authorities say a female called 911 saying her father had been shot after a fight with a man known to the family.
When authorities got to the scene, they found a man who had been shot in the head. No one has been arrested at last check. If you have information, call Crime Stoppers.
One person was hurt in a 3-vehicle crash in Kennewick yesterday afternoon.
The crash happened at the intersection of US 395 and West Hildebrand Boulevard near Bob's Burgers and Brews just after 3:30. Authorities say one truck rear-ended another and then both trucks crashed into a mail carrier's car. At this time, it's unknown which person was taken to the hospital, but 2 others were treated at the scene. And we'll continue to update you on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Well, if you plan on being out on the boat today or over the weekend, remember to have a sober skipper.
Several law enforcement agencies from around the region are joining together for Operation Dry Water. During this time, authorities will prioritize boating safety, especially because the leading known contributing factor in boater deaths is alcohol use.
Boaters will see an increase in patrols over the holiday and this weekend. Now, it is illegal to operate a boat with a BAC of 0.08 or higher. So put your life jacket on, celebrate responsibly, and have a sober skipper.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, foodborne illnesses tend to go up during hot summer months, and many people will be handling food for the holiday today.
When we come back, we go over how to handle food properly and tips on how to avoid common mistakes. That's coming up in your health headlines.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
Criminal illegals flooding our southern border and fentanyl flooding our streets. But Dan Newhouse has a plan to fight back. Stop illegal immigration, secure the border, and seize illegal fentanyl.
We need to keep pushing hard, working hard to stop the illegal flow of people and the illegal flow of drugs.
Call Congressman Newhouse and tell him to keep fighting to stop the illegal flow of people and drugs at the southern border.
The pursuit of happiness starts with a good night's sleep.
It's your patriotic right to get fantastic savings on premium quality mattress sets.
We source from local manufacturers to get the finest quality and comfort at the lowest price.
During our Patriot Sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like $3.99 for a queen-size Sealy plush mattress.
Or an adjustable bed for $9.99.
To celebrate, come to Mattress Depot USA.
Before our Patriot Sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
This is Rhonda. She's a soul line dance instructor. And this is Rhonda's Good Feet story.
I love dancing, but I had foot pain and hated the fact that I had to sit out a couple dances. But since visiting the Good Feet store and wearing the arch supports, I definitely have not felt the pain. I am able to dance longer, feel happier. My energy levels have increased. Once that energy gets into you and you're feeling good, double spins.
Get back out there with arch supports from the Good Feet store.
It's the big 4th of July sale this week at Walker's.
With big discounts on all your favorite name brand furniture items. Or pay for it over time with no money down and no interest financing for up to 5 years.
This week at Walker's.
There's nothing more exhilarating this time of year than traveling the open road in an RV. At Broadmoor RV, our family has been so dedicated to helping you discover America the Beautiful. We make it a point to carry the top brands in the industry at prices you can afford. That's why Broadmoor RV is the #1 travel trailer dealer in Washington State. Family owned and operated for almost 30 years. Broadmoor RV Superstore, your destination store in Pasco.
Walla Walla Regional Airport, the gateway to your next vacation. As spring and summer travels approach, plan your flights through Walla Walla Airport. We offer free parking, and we have 2 Alaska flights to Seattle daily, making your travel easy and convenient. Take the time off, explore the world, and create memories that will last a lifetime. Walla Walla Airport, your connection to your next vacation. Book today. AlaskaAir.com, your destination awaits.
The Golf Forecast, sponsored by the Wild Horse Ladies Golf Classic, August 12th through the 18th.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're wishing all of you watching a happy 4th of July, and some of you may have plans that include firing up the grill and being with friends and family. However, I do want to remind you not to take a break from food safety precautions. Experts say rates of foodborne illness tend to go up during these hot summer months. Mandy Gaither has 4 steps to help you avoid common mistakes in today's Health Minute. Take a look.
Get ready for the red, white, and blue. But if you're getting together to celebrate this July 4th, don't let unsafe food blow up your plans.
We could start with our 4 steps to food safety, and this is clean, separate, cook, and chill.
The USDA says clean starts with hands. Make sure you're washing them before handling food. Next, separate to prevent cross-contamination. Keep raw meat and poultry separate from other foods. That goes for cutting boards and for plates and other surfaces used in the cooking process.
So we want to make sure that we are using 1 plate to transfer the raw meat, and then when you're putting the cooked meat from the grill back onto a clean plate.
The 3rd step is cook. Make sure your meat reaches a safe internal temperature, which varies based on what you're grilling.
So for example, if you are cooking chicken wings on the grill, you want to make sure that they reach a safe temperature of 165 degrees by measuring it with a food thermometer.
Finally, chill. Make sure any perishable food not being eaten is put back into the refrigerator or on ice.
Once it hit that 2-hour mark, that's when bacteria begins to grow rapidly inside of the food. And the scary thing about that is that the food will look perfectly fine, but in reality, there's a lot of foodborne illness causing bacteria inside of the food that can get us sick.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, as Hurricane Beryl barrels through, many parts of the world are issued hurricane warnings. We have how they're preparing for it. And locally, we're seeing excessive heat, or we're about to. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have details in that first alert full forecast. Keep it right here. We'll be back.
It's 1,000 miles from here, but our open southern border is costing us billions and bringing deadly drugs into our communities. The rich are doing just fine, but working families are struggling. I'm Tiffany Smiley, and I approve this message because even though the political establishment told me to wait my turn, I'm running for Congress now to secure the border and lower the cost of living because Washington families can't afford to wait any longer.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today.
Shop early and save this Thursday as we celebrate the 4th of July with special hours at your local More Furniture. Save on our latest styles for every room and celebrate summer. The looks you've been waiting for are in stock and on sale. At More Furniture, value meets style every day. And with additional sale pricing during the 4th of July sale, our prices are unbeatable. Special hours Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Only at More Furniture for less.
Save with Bi-Mart's latest digital savings guide on Bi-Mart.com or pick up a copy in store. Save $2 on an 18-pound bag of Royal Oak briquettes. Member price just $7.99. Find Bi-Mart quad chairs for just $8.99. Save on Ball, regular, or wide-mouth quart jars, now just $14.99. Plus find great membership pricing on beer, including Busch, Budweiser, Kona, and more. Online or in-store, membership saves more at employee-owned Bi-Mart.
Save now with Cascade Farm and Outdoors' latest mailer. Pick up a copy in-store or at any local Bi-Mart. Georgia Boot Romeos are $15 off. All bagged soil and fertilizers are 25% off. Save $5 on Purina Pro Plan 30-pound and up dog food. Plus, we're honoring our active military and veterans with 15% off July 2nd through the 4th. Save more with our latest mailer at Cascade Farm and Outdoor. Northwest. Homegrown. Honest values.
No matter how he got here,
how alone she feels, how they've struggled to support their best friend. What's important is this moment, when they reached out and said, "I can't do this alone." And we said, "That's okay. We'll figure it out together." If you or a loved one needs support, our trained counselors can help you too. 988, anywhere, anytime.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking, I'd say a baseball diamond is a pretty patriotic look. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils in Pasco. Temperatures out there feeling pretty nice right now in the Tri-Cities, 57 degrees. We're seeing a mixture of 40s, 50s, and 60s for the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys, 50s and 60s for the Lower Columbia Basin, and it's the same thing for the foothills of the Blue Mountains. A little bit later today, it will be hotter compared to the past couple days. We'll be about 5 degrees above average for the 4th of July, which means we'll be in the 90s for the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys. We'll also be in the 90s for the Lower Columbia Basin, and a mixture of 80s and 90s for the foothills of the Blues. And then for tonight, we'll have clear skies, very comfortable temperatures. So if you're going to be headed out to any firework displays, and we'll have that forecast coming up for you a little bit later in the show, but the weather should hold up pretty nicely. Near 60 for the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys. We'll also be near 60 for the Lower Columbia Basin, and it's going to be the same thing for the foothills of the Blues. Okay, now let's get on to the real impacts from the weather over the next 7 days, and it's very obvious. We're about to see triple-digit heat setting in on Friday. It's likely going to peak in intensity between Monday to Wednesday. It looks like for now Tuesday is going to be the hottest day, but this is going to bring a myriad of problems to our region. First of all, the National Weather Service in Pendleton has issued this excessive heat warning. That's in the magenta color, and then in this orange color, that's the heat advisory. But this goes from noon on Friday to 10 p.m. on Thursday. So this is essentially going to be a week-long ordeal. It's not just the heat that's going to be dangerous, which it will be, but also fire impacts are going to go way up. Now we're going with the first alert high impact fire day for Friday and Saturday for the entire viewing area. It looks like Saturday is probably going to be the more dangerous of those 2 days. As we look at fire fuel energy in terms of historical percentiles, we're going to be up into the 90th percentile for Kittitas and Yakima counties, up into the 81st percentile for the Columbia Basin, and then we'll be up into the 89th percentile for the Blue Mountains. Those numbers are bad. These numbers I'm about to show you are a lot worse, as we're going with the first alert extreme impact fire day for Monday and Tuesday for Kittitas and Yakima counties, also for the Blues. As take a look at some of these values. Fire fuel energy up into the 98th percentile for Kittitas and Yakima counties, and up into the 99th percentile for the Blue Mountains. Very dangerous stuff. Can't underscore that enough. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Cascades. We'll be even in the mid-80s in the mountains for Sunday through Tuesday. So hot stuff there. And then for the Kittitas Valley, we'll be on the cusp of 100 degrees for Saturday and Sunday, breaking 100 into next week. And then for the Yakima Valley, highs likely peaking around 105 degrees on Tuesday. And then for the Lower Columbia Basin, we'll likely trend closer to 110 for Tuesday. So again, very hot stuff. And then for the foothills of the Blues, we'll have overnight lows in the 70s for Tuesday through Wednesday. And sometimes that can be just as dangerous as those real high highs. And then for the Blue Mountains, very dangerous fire situation into next week with vegetation almost completely drying out.
Thank you, Josh. Well, Walla Walla County has set up temporary cooling centers for people as the heat wave hits this weekend. First Congregational Church on Palouse Street in Walla Walla will be open Sunday, July 7th through Tuesday, July 9th. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Heat is the #1 deadliest weather event, so make sure you use these cooling centers, stay hydrated, and avoid strenuous activity. Well, while we prepare for the excessive heat here, parts of Mexico and Texas are getting ready for Hurricane Beryl. The storm slammed into Jamaica yesterday. Extensive damages have been reported amid fears of a rising death toll in the Caribbean. Andrea Fujii has the latest.
This morning, hurricane warnings issued for the Cayman Islands and Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula as Beryl barrels northwest. Oil companies like BP and Shell are now evacuating some workers from rigs in the Gulf. Beryl brushed by Jamaica as a Category 4, winds up to 140 miles an hour. Tourists riding out the storm.
We went to the airport just to make sure, and every counter, just like they told us, they said, hey, every flight is full. You can't get off this island.
Jamaica's prime minister warned overnight the island has not seen the worst of Beryl's impact. Up to 9 feet of storm surge was expected, with flooding and mudslides. ABC's Faith Abube is in Montego Bay.
People who are in low-lying areas, flood-prone areas, some of them had to be evacuated. The winds came in strong and intensified throughout the day. You can still see some of the effect. The outer bands of Beryl still impacting us here in Montego Bay.
Beryl has claimed at least 7 lives in the Caribbean. Satellite images show the island of Carriacou in Grenada before the storm and after. Aid workers are racing to bring food to Union Island, where 90% of the homes were leveled. Beryl could impact Texas next week, possibly as a Category 1 hurricane. Meanwhile, the West Coast is facing one of the longest heat waves in 18 years. People from Arizona to the San Francisco Bay Area to Oregon could see record high temps. California's Death Valley could hit 130, which would set a record for the hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth. Hot and windy conditions are fueling this wildfire in Northern California, forcing 26,000 people to evacuate, prompting the governor to declare an emergency. Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
When we return on Good Morning Northwest, just when you think you get a break from hearing about Taylor Swift, she makes the headlines again. This time, a city is planning to change its name in honor of her. Details in your entertainment headlines.
True or false? I'm co-hosting a new trivia game with Gina Rodriguez.
True. True or false, it's coming to ABC.
True. You don't have to be a know-it-all to win it all.
That was my line.
Gina!
Our new orthopedic regenerative medicine clinic with Prosser Memorial Health orthopedic surgeon Dr. Jeffrey B. Higgs is now offering a variety of treatments, including platelet-rich plasma injections to enhance injury recovery, promote healing, and treat pain associated with early osteoarthritis. To schedule an appointment, call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Want to see some serious fireworks? Because we're stepping up the savings during the Star Spangled 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Factory Direct Summit, now only $299.99. Or save up to $500 on an all-new Tempur-Breeze and get a $300 gift. Plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the Star Spangled 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95 plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Walla Walla Regional Airport, the gateway to your next vacation. As spring and summer travels approach, plan your flights through Walla Walla Airport. We offer free parking, and we have 2 Alaska flights to Seattle daily, making your travel easy and convenient. Take the time off, explore the world, and create memories that will last a lifetime. Walla Walla Airport, your connection to your next vacation. Book today. AlaskaAir.com. Your destination awaits.
There's nothing more exhilarating this time of year than traveling the open road in an RV. At Broadmoor RV, our family has been so dedicated to helping you discover America the Beautiful. We make it a point to carry the top brands in the industry at prices you can afford. That's why Broadmoor RV is the #1 travel trailer dealer in Washington State. Family owned and operated for almost 30 years. Broadmoor RV Superstore, your destination store in Pasco.
Take off for a bird's eye view of a fun riverside park.
We bring our bikes down here, we walk down here, and then when mommy's tired, we drive down here.
Fly the Northwest.
It's a huge asset. I really enjoyed it.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. The Golf Forecast, sponsored by the Wild Horse Ladies Golf Classic, August 12th through the 18th.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news this morning, Taylor Swift has fans all around the world. And now a city in Germany is planning to change its name in honor of the superstar. Gelsenkirchen, not sure how to pronounce that. Thank you. Germany will be known as Swiftkirchen, just in time for the singer's 3-day Eras Tour stop later this month.
What a name. Well, other Swiftie changes to the city include the Taylor Swift tram and an open-air market called Taylortown. The temporary name change was suggested by a local fan who submitted a petition to the mayor, and the city swiftly came on board.
Ooh, swiftly.
Swiftkirchen. I know. I see what I did there.
Yes.
Gelsenkirchen, Swiftkirchen. That is a name.
I feel like this has been done before. I'm pretty sure on her
Taylor
tour that other cities have changed their name temporarily. I don't think anyone's done it permanently yet.
She's huge. She keeps making headlines.
Yes. Wouldn't be surprised if one day it's a permanent change.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. Well, here's a story for all you K-pop fans. BTS member Jin is representing South Korea as a torchbearer in the Paris 2024 Olympic torch relay.
Now, Jin recently made headlines when he was discharged from the military in June after completing his mandatory service. Jin and other Olympic torchbearers will stop at various historic sites. His talent agency says the K-pop star will spread the message of harmony and peace.
And coming up on Good Morning Northwest, the commander of the Yakima Training Center is changing. We look back at the legacy he's leaving behind and get a glimpse of who's replacing him.
And the pressure is on for President Biden, this after his poor performance in last week's debate, with some Democrats in Congress calling for him to step down. Details are ahead, but first, here are your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Meta's monster numbers. CEO Mark Zuckerberg says his Threads platform has passed the 175 million monthly active users mark ahead of tomorrow's first anniversary. Meta has not revealed its active daily user count or the average time users spend on the app. The parent company of Saks Fifth Avenue is acquiring Neiman Marcus in a deal worth $2.6 billion. No stores are expected to close. And in a surprise move, Amazon will be a minority investor in the new company, providing technology and other services. Finally, a new social networking app called No Place is now #1 in the App Store. No Place is a modern-day MySpace for Gen Z, offering customizable profile and a space to follow friends and find others with shared interests. The 27-year-old founder says she's putting the social back into social media. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
To me, Harlem is home, but home is also your body.
Last one, everyone.
I asked myself, why doesn't Pilates exist in Harlem? So I started my own studio. Getting a brick and mortar in New York is not easy. Chase Inc. has supported us from Studio 1 to Studio 3.
When you start small, you need some big help, and Chase Inc. was that for me.
Earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials with the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Taken every day, it's clinically shown to improve joint comfort in 7 days with significant improvement over time.
Discover new Dove Whole Body Invisible Cream, a new whole body deodorant that's blissfully coconut and vanilla scented for all-day whole body confidence. It's Dove Care, made for anywhere. Try new Dove Whole Body Deodorant.
Right now in Good Morning Northwest, a new change underway for the Yakima Training Center as responsibility passes to a new commander. We look into the legacy of the old commander that he's leaving behind.
Pressure is mounting for President Biden as he meets with governors and congressional leaders on whether he should continue his campaign.
We also have where you can go to see fireworks today if you haven't finalized your plans yet, activities for kids and also for adults.
And this morning is shaping up to be a nice one, but a little bit later today it will be hotter compared to the past few days. I'll tell you by how much coming up right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica DeWall.
I'm Jill Sperling. Happy 4th of July. We've been waiting for it all week long.
We've been talking about it all week long.
Yes,
everything that you need to know is right here on this show. And Jill, are you going to see fireworks today? Are you planning on it?
I might have to go to bed a little early, but the thing is, I wake up early enough that
we're going to get woken up
shooting them off
by the fireworks. I actually heard some last night or coming in.
I did too, yeah. Well, saw some on my way in.
Well, if you're also seeing fireworks today, let's check in on your forecast, how it's going to look with our Chief Meteorologist, Josh Colbreth.
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic 4th out there. Not too oppressively hot, although it still will be pretty toasty out there. But the hottest of the hot weather is going to be reserved for tomorrow and especially heading into next week. Right now, we're in the 40s, 50s, and 60s in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. We're in the 50s. It looks like it's mostly just 50s right now for the lower Columbia Basin, and 50s and 60s for the foothills of the Blue Mountains. So some of us might need a very light jacket for this morning, but you're not going to need it for long, as we're going to heat things up pretty quickly, right around 80 degrees by 10 this morning in the Tri-Cities, and then into the afternoon, forget about it, as we'll be up into the mid-90s, and in the sunshine, it's likely going to feel hotter than that. So for today, we'll have high temperatures that'll be about 5 degrees above average for this time of the year. Pack the sunscreen, pack the water, all the stuff we always tell you about. For tonight, we have River of Fire going on, the fireworks, professional fireworks. So I would suggest, just going to see professional fireworks instead of trying to set them off yourself. But point being, the weather is going to be excellent for that. And then temperatures rebound into tomorrow, and we just get hotter and hotter. I'll tell you just how hot coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. A new change underway for the Yakima Training Center as responsibility passes to a new commander.
Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell witnessed the ceremony celebrating that change yesterday and learned about the legacy the old commander is leaving behind.
Lieutenant Colonel Tim Horn took over as Garrison Commander of the Yakima Training Center in 2022, facing a unique set of challenges. Navigating environmental issues, with the Army taking responsibility over the cleanup of forever chemicals known as PFAS. Under Horn's command, progress on a new program to install water treatment systems in neighboring wells.
Tim was focused on helping the Army do the right thing by focusing on the health and safety of our soldiers and our surrounding residents.
Managing training grounds equal to half the size of Rhode Island.
YTC has a lot of land, 327,000 acres.
Acres of brush and hills that keep the training center fire department busy during fire season.
They're out there fighting fires either on post or off post with our mutual aid partners more often than not these days.
Horn saying goodbye after 2 years, transferring to Fort Leavenworth, Kansas to become an executive officer at the Combined Operations Center.
It has been an honor.
Passing command to Lieutenant Colonel Terry Gambrell, who previously served as a Special Operations Joint Task Force Planner at U.S. Special Operations Command in Tampa, Florida.
This assignment is like no other that I've experienced in my career. I'll make it my goal to provide you with sound leadership and ensure you always have clear and concise guidance.
Going into his new leadership role with this advice.
I know you have a great team to rely on here as you take command. You will fall in love with the area and fall in love with the people.
Do what is right in your heart, and I will always have your back.
You can find more information about the new commander on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Reporting from the Yakima Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Turning to political news and the race for the White House, President Biden met with Democratic governors and congressional leaders last night as some ask whether his campaign should continue.
The meeting comes after Biden's poor performance in last week's debate. Some Democrats in Congress have come forward calling into question if he's up to the campaign. But Biden's campaign has insisted it was just a bad night for the 81-year-old president, and he has no plans to drop out.
Did you think he's fit for office?
Yes, fit for office. The president has 3.5 years of delivering for us, going through what we've all been through. None of us are denying. Thursday night was a bad performance. It was a bad hit, if you will, on that. But it doesn't impact what I believe he's delivering.
President Biden's campaign says it's continuing to monitor the situation, but that the president is the Democratic nominee.
Most Americans don't think former President Donald Trump will concede the election if he loses in November. That's according to a new CNN poll. 71% of those polled said Trump won't concede.
That's in stark contrast to the 78% who said Joe Biden would do so if he lost. Trump has given Americans good reason to doubt he would concede. Most recently, at last week's debate, he refused to promise he would accept the results of this year's election.
And Trump did concede the 2020 election, but he waited 2 months to do so, the day after January 6th.
The Bidens are hosting an Independence Day celebration at the White House today. The vice president and second gentleman are set to attend. Other guests include active duty military service members, veterans, and their families. And afterwards, President Joe Biden and the First Lady will join their family to watch the fireworks over the National Mall after sunset.
Now, if you want to eat hot dogs and celebrate today, we've got some local events to tell you about. First one is the River of Fire Festival in Columbia Park.
It's presented by Gisa Credit Union and is a collaborative effort between the City of Kennewick and VenueWorks. There will be a kids zone with many activities, food trucks, fireworks, and live music. It all starts at 2 p.m. and ends with the fireworks show put on by Benton PUD. That starts at 10:05 and lasts about 18 minutes. Also, admission and parking is free.
And if you're closer to Pasco, you can head to the Grand Old Fourth celebration. It kicks off at 7 this morning with breakfast at Memorial Park. If you have a light breakfast, you can partake in the Camp Patriot Fun Run. That's at Gisa Stadium, and that starts at 8 a.m.
The Grand Old 4th of July parade starts at 10 a.m. and this year Pasco is proud to announce city native John Michael Morgan as the Grand Marshal for the parade. There are also several activities for kids, and the fireworks show starts at 10 p.m. at the Pasco Sporting Complex, with gates opening at 6:30 p.m.
If you're in Yakima, State Fair Park is having a community celebration for the holiday. This goes through Saturday the 6th. There will be a kids zone with the famous foam pit, and that sounds like a lot of fun. Also, over 20 food vendors and a beer garden with games. Also, lots of live music, musical acts, and fireworks also start at 10 p.m.
Definitely a lot going on across our region.
So much to do. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Pasco students in the summer music program have been hard at work practicing their craft every day. And yesterday, they had their final orchestra concert.
Also, get this, they'll be performing at the Pasco 4th of July parade, which starts at 10 o'clock this morning. Riley Fitzgerald introducing us to these talented students. That's up next.
You're gonna need a new bumper.
Did you say burger? Guac?
Teriyaki sauce, burger, pineapple, cheese, burger, pineapple, cheese, teriyaki.
Brace yourself, the new teriyaki burger, only at Carl's Jr.
Big burger! Get burger.
Okay guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah. It's a huge deal. You also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones!
Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Do you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
Get 4 free phones of your choice with no trade-in needed, plus 4 lines for $90.
Celebrate Independence Day the Tri-Cities way. The River of Fire Festival is back Thursday, July 4th. It's a blast with something for everyone. Free admission and free parking. Kids zone, food truck alley, plus live music on 2 stages. Park entrance closes at 9 p.m. and the legendary River of Fire fireworks show starts at 10. The River of Fire, presented by Gisa Credit Union and these sponsors. The annual River of Fire 2024, Thursday, July 4th.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Shop early and save this Thursday as we celebrate the 4th of July with special hours at your local More Furniture. Save on our latest styles for every room and celebrate summer. The looks you've been waiting for are in stock and on sale. At More Furniture, value meets style every day. And with additional sale pricing during the 4th of July sale, our prices are unbeatable. Special hours Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Only at More Furniture for less.
If your family is anything like this, you need quality floors from Empire today. Like durable carpet with built-in stain and pet protection. Tough wood laminate with a scratch-resistant finish. Or waterproof vinyl plank floors. Even bath time is no match. And when life happens, Empire backs every floor with great warranties. Quality floors you can count on.
Save $350 on your next project. Call this special number now.
1-844-254-8536.
Hi, E.T.
Taylor Swift, never-before-seen interviews from all her eras.
How did this happen?
It's a special ET Vault Unlocked.
E.T., you have the exclusive.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Is that Carl's Jr.'s 2 for $6 double take deal? I get 2 charcoal, cheesy, juicy, crunchy, melty, spicy choices for $6? I need to do a double take. 2 irresistible items, $6. Only at Carl's Jr. Big burger!
Get burger.
The Golf Forecast, sponsored by the Wild Horse Ladies Golf Classic, August 12th through the 18th.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. The annual PSD Summer Music Program is coming to an end today.
Riley Fitzgerald brings us to Pasco High School to show us a look at Wednesday afternoon's orchestra concert.
Throughout the summer, Pasco students grades 5 to 8 have been practicing band in the morning and orchestra in the afternoon. The free program is led by district music teachers and more than 30 high school student volunteers. The weeks of practice have led to the final summer orchestra concert.
These students have learned more in 8 days than it normally would take us 3 to 4 months to learn this much music in the school setting. And in 8 days, they've put together a full concert's worth of music.
Yeah, I think it's really cool because, like, if there wasn't this, I would just be at home doing nothing, bored. And I really love playing music, so I think this is, like, a really cool thing.
Well, I know from experience that the students will bring this experience to their home schools next fall. They will brag about it. They will continue to play these pieces, and they will talk about it to their friends, and their friends will want to do it next summer.
It was his first time coming here, so I get to help him out too and play along with him.
Yeah, and for me, it's just that just playing all these new songs, like a lot of them.
Just personally because I love the Overture of 1812, and so it's a very exciting closer to our concert today, with it tomorrow being the 4th of July, and so it's kind of a common celebration piece. But just to see and notice the parents just loving what their students are doing, and knowing that the time that they've put in for their students and the support they've given to this program in Pasco schools, and seeing and hearing how it's paid off for them.
The band has also been practicing and is ready to take on the Pasco 4th of July parade. That starts at 10 o'clock this morning. Reporting in Pasco, I'm Riley Fitzgerald with Good Morning Northwest.
That was so good.
It was really good.
I'm so impressed. I would pay money to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you can see it.
Yeah.
At the parade.
Oh yeah, today, 10 o'clock.
For free. Well, up next on Good Morning Northwest, a reservoir in Umatilla County is causing some animals to become sick. We have details on the potential bacteria in the water and what to look out for.
But first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth has your first alert full forecast. He'll let you know how hot it's getting today. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
It's the Star-Spangled 4th of July sale at Furniture Row. That's 7 days where the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus, get 6 years, no interest financing. But hurry, the Star-Spangled 4th of July sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Next extra, Cobra Kai kicking off their final season. Only Murders heading to Hollywood, and Emily in Paris giving you
more fashion, more drama, more fun.
Our ultimate summer television preview. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Oh, another morning to savor the crunchy nooks and cranny splendor of a Thomas's English muffin.
Tom, which is a nook and which is a cranny?
That's a nook, cranny, 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 nook, cranny. I mean, they should be teaching you this in school. Huzzah! A toast to breakfast.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Save now with Cascade Farm and Outdoors latest mailer. Pick up a copy in-store or at any local Buy Mart. Georgia Boot Romeos are $15 off. All bagged soil and fertilizers are 25% off. Save $5 on Purina Pro Plan 30-pound and up dog food. Plus, we're honoring our active military and veterans with 15% off July 2nd through the 4th. Save more with our latest mailer at Cascade Farm and Outdoor. Northwest. Homegrown. Honest values.
Save with Bi-Mart's latest digital savings guide on Bimart.com or pick up a copy in-store. Save $2 on an 18-pound bag of Royal Oak briquettes. Member price just $7.99. Find Bi-Mart quad chairs for just $8.99. Save on Ball, regular, or wide-mouth quart jars, now just $14.99. Plus find great membership pricing on beer, including Busch, Budweiser, Kona, and more. Online or in-store, membership saves more at employee-owned Bi-Mart.
It's the Star Spangled 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or check out the Summit for only $299.99. Plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. But hurry, the Star Spangled 4th of July sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
We want to present a $1,000 check to you for all your hard work that you've been doing. Paul Roberts has been volunteering with Tri-County Partners Habitat for Humanity for about 30 years.
I was watching them on this old house, and they had a little segment on there, and that's what attracted me to it.
Roberts has spent every Saturday swinging his hammer, helping build homes for about 3 decades.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking a live look, a beautiful look at Yakima. It's very comfortable there right now, 63 degrees already, at least that's the official temperature. But elsewhere in the Yakima Valley and in the Kittitas Valley, we're seeing a mixed bag of temperatures right now between the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Looks like it's a mixture of 50s and 60s for the lower Columbia Basin, and then also 50s and 60s for the foothills of the Blues. So some of us might need a very light jacket for this morning, but trust me, you're not going to need it later today. As well as high temperatures, it'll be about 5 degrees above average for this time of the year. That means 90s for the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys. Will also be in the 90s for the lower Columbia Basin and 80s and 90s for the foothills of the Blue Mountains. And then for tonight, we'll have clear skies and very comfortable overnight lows as we'll be near 60 for the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys, also near 60 for the lower Columbia Basin, and low to mid 60s for the foothills of the Blues. So again, for today, about 5 degrees above average. Here come those triple digits for the Tri-Cities starting on Friday, and then as we head into the rest of the week, it's going to, or excuse me, into the weekend and then into next week, it's going to get even hotter, likely rivaling 110 degrees by the time we get to Tuesday. Very dangerous stuff, which is why the National Weather Service in Pendleton has elected to go with an excessive heat warning for the valleys, the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys for the lower Columbia Basin and for the foothills. So that's listed here in this magenta color. And then in the orange color, this is for the eastern slopes of the Cascades. This is a heat advisory. And for both of those areas, this goes from 12 p.m. on Friday to 10 p.m. on Thursday. So essentially, it's going to be a week of this. The heat alone is dangerous, but then you factor in some of the fire concerns, and it's a very dire situation that's shaping up. Now we have a first alert high impact fire day for tomorrow and Saturday for the entire viewing area, as fire fuel energy in terms of historical percentiles, they're going to be up into the 90th percentile for Kittitas and Yakima counties, up into the 81st percentile for the lower Columbia Basin, and into the 89th percentile for the Blue Mountains. So that's dangerous stuff. But the numbers I'm about to show you are even more dangerous because we're going with a first alert extreme impact fire day for Monday and Tuesday. For now, it's for Kittitas and Yakima counties, also for the Blue Mountains. Look at these numbers, up into the 98th percentile in terms of historical values for Kittitas and Yakima counties, up into the 99th percentile for the Blue Mountains. I can't underscore enough how dangerous of a setup this is. Okay, here's the 7-day forecast for the Cascades. Even in the mountains, we'll get up into the mid-80s for Sunday through Tuesday. Then for the Kittitas Valley, on the cusp of 100 for Friday and Saturday, likely breaking 100 by Sunday. Then for the Yakima Valley, highs likely peaking around 105 degrees on Tuesday, and we'll trend a little bit closer to 110 degrees for Tuesday in the Tri-Cities. So again, please exercise all the heat safety and all the fire safety. For the foothills of the Blues, overnight lows will be in the 70s for Tuesday and Wednesday. Sometimes that can be just as dangerous as high afternoon highs. And then for the Blue Mountains, very dangerous fire, a very dangerous fire setup as we head into next week, as the fuels are almost completely going to dry out.
Thank you, Josh. And we're talking more 4th of July. Regarding travel, the Tri-Cities Airport says it's going to see a 10% increase this year. Airport officials say although there is an increase in people taking flights for this holiday compared to last year, they're not anticipating a packed airport.
That's because the holiday falls in the middle of the week, even though it may be easier to navigate the airport for Independence Day. Airport officials encourage passengers to pack light.
I would try and travel with carry-on only. You know, I would think most people are only going to take a couple of days off for this holiday, maybe make a 4-day weekend out of it. So if you can travel with carry-on only, of course, try and be here at least an hour and a half to 2 hours before your flight.
A reminder that when you start to pack your bags, to make sure you're starting out with a clean and empty bag to avoid taking any weapons with you into the airport.
The EPA and the Department of Justice have filed a new motion in a lawsuit against 3 lower Yakima Valley dairies accused of failing to adequately control nitrate contamination from their operations.
The complaint filed June 26th claims Bosma, DeRuyter, and Cow Palace dairies have not complied with the 2013 agreement with the EPA to reduce the nitrates leaching from their facilities. The new motion asks the court to compel the dairies to test wells within a 3.5-mile radius and supply alternative drinking water to homes with nitrate levels above the federal standard of 10 milligrams per liter.
That high level of nitrate in drinking water then can cause very serious conditions, especially for infants and at-risk individuals. And this can actually impact humans and livestock with the way that our bodies take in oxygen and impact the circulatory system.
If you live near those dairies, you can get your well tested for free and receive free drinking water if the results show nitrates above the federal standards.
And the Oregon Health Authority is warning people about the potential of cyanobacteria blooms in the McKay Reservoir, and that's in Umatilla County.
The health authority says the blooms may have contributed to recent animal illnesses. They say the major risk comes from ingesting the water, and people and pets should avoid swimming and high-speed water activities where blooms are. If you see water that is scummy in appearance or like a thick pea green or like a blue-green paint, avoid it.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, many of us are dog owners here in the Tri-Cities, and at the moment we only have one dog park in the entire area, but that's about to change.
We told you yesterday about the new dog park coming to Kennewick, but today we show you a behind-the-scenes look at how it will look. Keep it right here. We'll be right back.
After 23 Grand Slam titles, the Queen of the Court is about to reign again.
I'm ready to serve these up.
The ESPYs, live Thursday, July 11th on ABC.
It's time. Time to let your soul breathe a little, to feel the sun on your face, and to feel alive again. It's time to dust off the clubs, to treat yourself, and test out your lungs. It's time to get away to the place that's not so far away. Lakeside Coeur d'Alene. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
Welcome to Beaver Valley Lodge, your rustic lodging and event venue in the beautiful Leavenworth, Washington. Experience the great outdoors and enjoy the beauty of the mountains as you stay with us on our 50 acres in the Cascade foothills. Whether you're joining us for a wedding, retreat, vacation, or family reunion, we're here to make your stay unforgettable. We make it our goal for you to come as a guest, but leave as a friend.
Book your stay today at beavervalleylodge.com.
Shop early and save this Thursday as we celebrate the 4th of July with special hours at your local More Furniture. Save on our latest styles for every room and celebrate summer. The looks you've been waiting for are in stock and on sale. At More Furniture, value meets style every day. And with additional sale pricing during the 4th of July sale, our prices are unbeatable. Special hours Thursday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Only at More Furniture for less.
No matter how he got here, how alone she feels, how they've struggled to support their best friend. What's important is this moment, when they reached out and said, I can't do this alone. And we said, that's okay, we'll figure it out together. If you or a loved one needs support, our trained counselors can help you too. 988, anywhere, anytime.
With the latest looks arriving monthly, there's always something new to love at Furniture Row, like the Krisha Sleeper Sectional. Boasting luxurious comfort, several layouts, and 2 colors, the Krisha elevates any home with stylish practicality. Or dine on the Traverse City with a weathered chestnut finish and book-matched pattern. This rustic contemporary set is great for gatherings of any size. And for your bedroom, the Levita features a cool natural look with simulated live edge cuts and a casual contemporary appeal. Find these fresh new looks and more now at Furniture Row.
Take off for a bird's eye view of a fun riverside park.
We bring our bikes down here, we walk down here, and then when mommy's tired, we drive down here.
Fly the Northwest.
It's a huge asset. I really enjoy it.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. Have a happy and safe 4th of July.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and get close to home with those hyper-local temperatures. You can see we're near 50 for Snoqualmie Pass and Cle Elum. The temperature sensor at Ellensburg is out, so we're just going to split the difference between Cle Elum and Vantage. We're probably in the 50s if I had to put money on it. And then for the Yakima Valley, looks like most of these temperatures are starting to align around 60 degrees. And then for Benton County and Franklin County, it looks like kind of the same thing. Most of these temperatures within striking distance of 60 degrees. And then down in the foothills of the Blues, a mixture of 50s and 60s, although it's much cooler up in the higher terrain of Meacham and Ukiah.
Thank you, Josh. Having some technical difficulties there, but thank you, Josh. Something else that will soon be close to home is another dog park in the Tri-Cities.
Now, the Tri-Cities is considered to be very dog friendly, but there has only been one dog park in the entire metro area. However, that's about to change. Apple Valley News Now's Austin Reed shows us where the new dog park is set to open.
He played hard.
Marie Blazard, her husband, and their 4-legged best friend make the commute to Richland almost a daily occurrence.
My husband and I live out north of Pasco on a farm, and so we drive in every day.
And they come to the Richland Dog Park for one main reason, to socialize. And it's not just for their dog.
For a lot of older people, some of this is their socialization.
The dog's
I mean, she doesn't go anywhere or do anything.
So when I broke the news to her that Kennewick is next to get a dog park, she was very thankful to hear that news.
That's great. There's a lot of dogs in the Tri-City, you know. It would be nice if there was more than one park for people.
Yeah, it'll go in here. And
on Tuesday, the Kennewick Parks Recreation and Facilities Director met with me to give us all the specifics.
If you have no dog parks, then every park becomes a dog park. And so we've identified through comprehensive planning, both a plan that was done a few years ago and then our most recent comprehensive plan for our Parks and Recreation Department, that dog park was a top priority need for the community.
The new park will be right behind the Playground of Dreams at Columbia Park. The city says it will be 3.25 acres in size.
So here's the fishing pond, and then here's the East Boat Launch. Okay. So you're going to be able to have some parking here in the East Boat Launch.
As of now, the park is set to be open by the end of this year, and construction will start at the end of summer. The city does need some more sponsorship funding, but that is close to being finalized.
So as you've been out to the Richland Dog Park, we've also been out to the dog park and had an opportunity to talk with people that are there. And when we were there was people from Kennewick and Pasco and people